Tony's Topics. Hey folks, what's happening? My name is Tony. Welcome to Tony's Topics. So what do I want to talk about today? Fear. There are two teams in the NBA that I could say you might want to associate with fear. The first team, the Memphis Grizzlies. Yep, we've all seen it. Somehow, just like that, over 10% of the season is gone, and the Memphis Grizzlies are on top. And they don't look like they're coming down anytime soon. Now, up until now, people might have said, yeah, but they haven't played anybody. They played the Rockets, and they beat the Rockets. They beat them up. So, I'm looking at the Memphis Grizzlies. Honestly, this team has actually been around for a while, and they've been at the top upper echelons of the West for a while now. I mean, you know, a couple of years ago, they had conquered the Clippers. They had in that same year, they beat OKC. Yeah, Westbrook was hurt. Who cares? A win's a win. You know, you got the Clippers too, you know, so you got something right going on. And then they got completely dominated by the Spurs. Yeah, we know, that was last season. Or that was the season before last. Then last season, they go back at it, and they go against OKC and take OKC the distance. So you know they're good if they can take OKC the distance in the first round, I believe. Wasn't it the first round? So anyway. So now we see this new Memphis. And what has changed, people are wondering. Well, let's see here. Mike Conley has now elevated his game and is now scoring over 20 points per game. That's one big addition. I mean, over the years, he's gradually become this monster of a point guard. And now he's one of the top 20 scorers in the league. Sweet. 2, Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol have not diminished in their abilities. Right now, they're both bringing in something like 15 points a night. You know, they're both good for 15 points and, you know, and some good rebounds. But they're consistent about it. And, you know, when the playoffs come, then they kick up. Then they really want it and start bringing in the 20-point games. So I think those guys play hard, but, you know, they play hard, but those guys just get really competitive come playoff time. 3, Courtney Lee. The man is averaging like 16 points a night for us, and he's really shoring a lot of stuff up. So, I mean, now we have a front court and a complete back court. And then finally, it came together with Tony Allen, who is, I think, you know, has always played super hard defense. Again, Durant said he was probably the best defender in the game at small forward. But not only that, I think he's one of the top 6 stealers in the game. So if you're not paying attention, Allen will take the ball from you. And so together, you have this team, which isn't overwhelmed with superstars. You know, there's no guy on the team that's going to come out averaging 25 points this season. Probably not. But the collective force of this team and their will to play hardcore defense. I mean, have you seen some of the scores they're holding some of these teams to? All right, they're putting people down. The collective willpower of this team working together, knowing each other, trusting each other, it's dangerous. Honestly, don't sleep on Memphis because, I mean, what's going to happen? If there was a year for Memphis to really break out, I mean, the Cavaliers are struggling to get it together. Yeah, there's some East Coast teams, but I just don't think they have the depth to do it. And Memphis does have that depth. I mean, we have Vince Carter on our bench. We know Vince Carter can get 10 points a night, and we're not even playing him. Okay? We're training Ben Udry, and that kid's an attacker. We're training Kupos in the background. That guy attacks. So, and I mean, they also got, you know, they never let go of Tayshaun Prince. So that team's got defense for days. All right. So, and anyway, we come over to the West Coast. The Clippers are having trouble. Portland's a threat. You got to give it to Portland. Golden State's a threat. But the real threat is the Spurs. And I mean, you saw what the Memphis Grizzlies did to the Rockets. So Memphis is not kidding around. They look like a real bona fide team. And the more they play the better teams and keep getting these wins, the more confident that they're going to become. Because they've already been close. They make it to the playoffs, this is several years in a row now they've made it to the playoffs. So they're getting ready to taste blood. Tony's Topics. Boo! I guess I didn't get to that other team. Oh well.